I am the rocket man they talk about. I jump from star to star, I'll walk it out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Shibby2142, and we're back with some Battlefield 3 Battle Report. The Wonder Jr. says the SG553. Now, I do like this weapon quite a bit, but after looking at the stats, I'm kind of like, why would anyone really use this? So let's break it down and see what you guys think, and yeah, we'll kind of go from there. Alright guys, put on your learning caps. Let's dive deeper into this weapon and talk about some of the internal mechanisms that make it what it is. Alright, 700 rounds per minute. This places it at about the bottom-ish of the engineer weapons. I'm just talking about NG weapons, not like overall, because we're using the engineer class for this weapon to be available to us. So, goes from 600, that's the bottom, so that would be, let's say, the Scar H, to the top, which would be the MTAR at 900 RPM, or rounds per minute. So, once again, the SG553, 700, towards the lower end. Bolt velocity of 430 meters per second. This places it, once again, sort of towards the bottom of the engineer weapons, which is unfortunate. Max range is about the same, but if you compare it to a couple of top weapons, once again near the bottom, and the bullet suppression per bullet, 7%, that's pretty much the same as the other engineer weapons. However, interesting fact, the Scar H has 10%, so how much difference that really is when you're playing, I don't really know. Alright, so max damage of 25. The drop-off, once again, with most weapons typically at 50 meters down to 14.3 how you see damage. We have 31 rounds in our magazine, or at least 30, and then we have one in the chamber, making it 31. Taking a look at the reload times, the SG553, once again, that's what we're using, has one of the more slower reload times. It's not super slow. Let's say the slowest in the engineer class would be the MTAR at 3 seconds, while the SG553 has a 2.10. The fastest being either the M4A1, the M4, or the ACWR at 1.85. So kind of in the middle there. With recoil, the top recoil, so what's pulling your gun up, is going to be at a 0.25. That places it near the middle or about the same. So low end of the engineer class will be a 0.2, high end will be around a 0.3. So 0.2 being the ACW, and the high end being 0.3 of the MTAR. MTAR, you're getting a higher reload time, a higher recoil, but you are getting that 900 rounds per minute, which is pretty sick. So definitely looking good. Maybe I'll try that in a future video. Let me guys know in the comments below. Our recoil to the left is 0.2, our recoil to the right is 0.4. And looking at the statistics here, that's pretty much the same as all the other ones. Yeah, really nothing special there. And as far as hip-fire spread and ADS spread, it's about the same, if not a little bit higher. So, really, the SG553 has nothing going for it, in my opinion. It's awesome. The SG552 was my favorite weapon in Counter-Strike, fun fact, because it was one of the only ones that you could really scope down or right-click and you get that sight. For some reason, it just worked really well for me, and I just always liked how it looks, kind of just like fan art. Sort of an interesting shibby fact, I guess. In this gameplay, I believe 2 R3 deaths are to an M16A3, simply a faster firing weapon, and it just really outclasses the SG553, which is unfortunate. Once again, this weapon really excels at nothing. I do like it. I mean, it works. You will notice that I can take down guys pretty, not easily, but, you know, there's really not that much trouble. However, other choices in the engineer class are better. So, that's kind of food for thought, I guess. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up the video, so feel free to leave any gun in Battlefield 3 for the next battle report. That will be episode 3. I want to show you an interesting spot that I saw on Grand Bazaar. A guy kept spawning. I'm like, what is going on here? And I saw a teammate crawling under. I'm like, wait, what kind of catfishery is this? I don't know. So interesting. I've never seen that before. So I don't know. Feel free to use that in your future gameplay as well. Once again, leave any comment below. That would be awesome. Feel free to rate the video for Battlefield. If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe for more. That's it, guys. Hopefully I'll see you next time.